Ladies and gentlemen, from the Microsoft Theater here in downtown Los Angeles, brought to you by Sean Porter Promotions.
That'd be all the way crazy. Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. Sit down, because we on now.
He didn't even say nothing.
No, I'm gonna go put him on the show. It's going down.
Listen, that's my son, Shaddai. He'll be in at the end of the show. You know how I do. We freestyling it. He's the motivation for today. All that being said, we got Scruncho all the way to the right. Y'all should know him by now. You got Mike P in the middle.
Hello.
You should know those glasses by now.
Yeah, these different today.
Money making glasses.
Yeah,
though.
money making.
Hey, you might have a bet for you.
Oh, I got one for you. That's for sure.
And of course, Ant with 2 T's in the building as well.
I got a shirt to represent all 4 of us up there.
And
Absolutely.
without further ado, y'all know that I always,
You
whenever
too.
we have guests, I try to get them in, get them out. So this one was necessary.
Yeah.
So again, welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. Always showing up is Terence Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford.
They put the bud on me.
Yeah. I better be able to hear you too. What up, big dog? Unmute yourself.
What's up with it? What's
Here he
up
is.
with it?
I knew it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, what's up with it, bud?
Hey, Terrence. They said I can't wait to see your face. I said when Terrence come on. I said I already faced him. I already copped all my pleas all week. I've been asking Terrence, what plumbing do you need, bro?
T-Bud.
No, I had to. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
I had to hit his line. You know what I mean?
He called me.
I had to check
acting
his
like
temperature.
like a villain.
I'm already knowing.
I'm out here plumbing, doing my job, getting bullied.
I'm already knowing.
Hey, T-Bud. You know I'm the only one on the panel that called the fight like I knew what's happening, right?
Yeah.
I told him, I said, all of them got mad at me when I said this an easy fight. I said this gonna be an easy fight. You know, T-Bud is tailor-made for him. He ain't go, and I said, only reason y'all think.
We're going to play what you said. So, all right, so just move forward.
Okay, let's move forward. Let's keep it 100 though, with all due respect. I'm gonna tell you why they hated on you. You know why? The one thing that we got in common that they don't understand.
Shoot the shot for his ticket.
Hold on.
Hey, Terrence, you trying to get some tickets?
T-Bud.
Don't fall for it.
I'm
Trying to get some tickets.
Listen, you don't
fall for it.
Me
All right, go.
At Stupo, we talk every day. You see what I'm saying? El Stupo, my guy. See, when you dark skin, chocolate. Hold on, let me just say it. This dark brown skin in America is considered ugly.
Okay.
But when you put a talent or a gift to it, then you accept it. But here go where they hated on you at. Whenever you add that hood mentality to it, and they know you're a real one, it make now they throw your brand not under the bus, but on top of the bus because they don't want to market you because you too raw. Raw is another word for hood. And then when they know you hood and you dark, man, they was hating on you. So they gave all the privileges to Spence, so he got to talking to you like he was doing you a favor. Only reason we having this fight is because of me and da. Which is true, but at the end of the day, you see what happened. Hey, bud, I gotta give it up to you, guys. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I believed in the big fish. You turned the big fish into an algae eater.
Ooh.
You feel me? I'm an Errol Spence fan. I love boxing. I watch you too, of course. I didn't know, bro. You was dead. Nah, he dissed the whole city, and I was the only one defending Omaha. He was disrespecting the crowd. I said, man, Omaha got the realest brothers in it. No matter where I said they as real as Compton, any other. He was I ain't dealing with nobody from Omaha. I said, okay, go down there and watch how hood they is. There's a bunch of T-Buds down there.
Hold on, let's make this real quick. But I ran into a lot of people that would say, man, that's easy work. And they was talking about Errol, they were talking about you. And I'm like, it's not easy work for either guy. Leading up to this fight, and I want you to give us your true perspective, because we know that we can make this an easy night. It's just a matter of the things kind of playing the way that we want it to. And when you look back on it, everybody will say, man, that was an easy night for you. But you will say that wasn't an easy night. I had to make it what it was. Tell us a little bit about the night, how you were able to make it what it became.
Well, Sean, you've been in the ring, with the best of them, and the fight is won in training. Yeah. So given the fact that we expected Errol to come out the way he did, given the circumstances that we knew what he was going to do when he was going to do it, because Errol fights the same way each and every time he stepped foot in the ring. All we had to do was take away his jab, we felt. We take away his jab, he become basic, and that's what we did on Fight Night.
And I said this too about Errol, where you, and there's no disrespect to him, but you don't have to watch a lot of footage to prepare for him. You watch, like you just said, he fights the same in every fight. You watch 1 or 2 fights, and you kind of got who he is and what it's gonna be. The big question was, is he gonna come out orthodox? Is he gonna come out southpaw? And I told y'all to remember to say this. I'm tripping because I was talking to one of your guys after the fight in the locker room, and he said, before y'all came out to fight, you looked at him and you looked at Shakur and you said, hey, what y'all think I should do?
Yeah, because in my mind, I want to fight.
Right.
I want to fight. But given the circumstances that he haven't had nobody that's, you know what I mean, got the confidence to come out there and just be like, okay, well, even the skills to say, all right, let me see how you gonna take a punch to the chin. Let me see how you gonna take a punch to the body. Let me see how you gonna react when you can't bully somebody around.
Good, I just fed the dog.
Okay. So my mind was, you know what I mean, you know, it was racing a little bit. And I was like, man, how should I come out? And it was like, man, just come out boxing. That's it. Just come out boxing, using your jab. You got one of the greatest jabs that's never, you know, really talked about, because they always giving people credit about their abilities and they miss yours. Kind of like with the Victor Postal fight. Everybody was talking about how well Victor Postal jabbed, but nobody was talking about how well I jabbed.
Yeah.
So, you know, Shakur and everybody was like, man, just box. Just come out boxing being you. I was like, y'all right. Because I was going to come out fighting.
You still fired up. You just fired up. You was ready to fight.
Yeah, but given the circumstances that Errol haven't fought too many southpaws, I was like, okay, I'm going to come out southpaw right out the gate.
Hey, how does Bomac, how does he handle you? Like, you in the back room talking about how should I start this fight? Y'all been training for months. He don't say, bud, stick with the game plan.
But you gotta understand, I got so many styles.
Yeah.
So it's like we training for this style Terence Crawford, we training for this style Terence Crawford, this style Terence Crawford, and we training for the overall game plan.
Yeah.
So the overall game plan is still the same, but the type of fighting style that I'm going to fight can change and alter.
Where do you get your mindset at and your composure from? Because it seems like no matter what people criticize you or whatever they say, your mind is more powerful than people's opinions. And I wanted to know where do you get that winner's mindset that you have?
Well, I was born with it.
Okay.
You know, I was always born with the competitiveness, nature, and the ability to want to win and everything. And I think the things that I've been through in life have prepared me to, you know, stay calm in the heat of the battle. Because, you know, one move can cost you your life, or one move can, you know, be a downfall. So I just always been able to, you know, stay calm in the heat of the moment in battle. And I think that's one of my greatest attributes to fighting, is the ability to stay calm in the heat of fire and still be able to think while, you know what I mean, being on fire.
So let me ask you a question. Why do you, because really they suppress 5 years, 6 years of your career just hating on you. No, for real, bro. You've been the greatest for a long time, but they always try to find ways to push your brand under the rug. Yeah. How did you deal with that consistent hate and that rejection? Because really, Bob Errol was just throwing you fights, hoping you lose, and you was winning, and that's how you start building your brand off the let's throw Terence in there where cats couldn't come through, and you step up to the plate and knock it down. How did you deal with that?
I wouldn't say Bob Arum was throwing me anything to lose. You know what I mean? He was getting me the fights that, you know, the fighters that would fight me at that time.
Yep.
You know, I would say probably, you know, he was the reason why I got on a high level right after Postal, because it was his call to put me in there with Postal because he seen the skill and the talent of me. But in the welterweight division, he was just giving me the fights that he could at the time that he could because all the top welterweights was signed with Al Heyman, and Al Heyman didn't do nothing wrong. Like I told everybody, he did the exact same thing that Top Rank them been doing for their whole stable, and just like any other promotional company, I'm not about to let you come over here, don't have no ties to you. You're not signed with me. You talented as fuck. You skillful as shit. Come over here and beat my champion, then go back over to Top Rank like nothing happened.
Right.
So
that's the business of boxing.
I got all these top welterweights in one stable. I'm just gonna fight them all with each other. You know, it's the same way Top Rank did with Manny Pacquiao when they had all the top welterweights and all those big names like Cotto and all those guys. Pacquiao was able to stay in-house and fight all these top guys and make a big name for himself, but he didn't have to go across the street. So, of course, I was mad about it because I was looking at it as a race thing, like, hey, man, we black, man, you supposed to look out for me. But I wasn't looking at it as a business thing, business-minded, until, you know, it got to the point where I was like, okay, now I understand why what's happening to me is happening to me.
What do you have to say to people who say, man, he whooped his ass so bad, I don't really even want to watch the rematch? And as a Spence fan, I want to see him get in there and give it a go again to avenge what happened in the ring. But how do you feel about people saying that they don't want to watch the rematch? And what is your next plan if you don't rematch him?
Listen, you know, that's their opinion, okay. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, it's up to him. Like I said before, it's up to him. He gave me that opportunity to fight him. It's only right that if that's what he want to do, I'll give it back to him. But outside of him, I was definitely looking for that Jermell Charlo fight, but they just stripped him for the WBO. So now it's going to be kind of hard, you know, becoming a 3-way world champion if he don't come back and, you know, fight Tim Tszyu and be successful after his fight with Canelo.
Hey,
oh, you are here.
Yeah. No, I was looking at that stuff on there, stuff that accent. Yeah, nah. You know, a couple people argue me, but mostly agree with me. You number one pound for pound. Yeah. Errol is one of the all-time great welterweights. No, you got some haters out there that say you not pound for pound. You know who I'm talking about. Come on, Carson.
Ooh.
The white boy that be sitting here.
Carson just want to hate on me, just to hate on me. I don't know what's Carson deal. He said he want to go against me just because it's me. So I don't understand what's wrong with
their
Carson.
ratings go up when they go against you. You know, that's how you win. You follow the narrative. They go against you, their ratings go up. They agree with you, then they fit in. But here go the thing.
Hey, you ain't gonna let him finish?
Go finish your question.
No,
you weren't that excited when you was talking about Earl? They should watch the episode. They was going in on it. I ain't gonna know. When I told you it was gonna be easy work, they got mad.
We over here eating our words for show.
I always asked everybody, what was you basing on that you felt he was stronger than me? that he punched harder than me, or that he was just gonna walk me down and just, you know what I mean, stop me.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Hold on.
How you gonna answer?
Let me just say this. Because I asked the same question. I said, what y'all basing it on? I said, because I'm gonna tell you what they based.
He did say that.
They believe that he was stronger. I said, but he's not. I said, Bud is the strongest. I said, what happened if Bud is the strongest? And then what happened when the bully hit back? I said, Terence is a dog, and I said, Spence is a dog. I said, Spence is a dog long as he throwing the punches. I said, what happened when he get hit? And we seen what happened when he get hit back.
What I thought was you were coming up from a lower weight division, and in the lower weight divisions, like in the Gamboa fight, he kind of, it wasn't really, you knocked him out, but it was just you coming up from a lower weight class to a guy that's bigger. And I just thought, watching Earl on tape, that he would be able to give you a competitive fight, and that it didn't go that way. Because after the fight, at the post conference, he hugged you like when your mama whooped your ass and she said, come over here and give me a hug.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, like I tell people about that fight with Gamboa, like you gotta understand, Gamboa was on the pound for pound list.
Yeah.
Gamboa was very explosive. Gamboa was very fast, and he hit me with a shot that I was overconfident. If you watch that fight, I put my hands down, I stepped right into the punch, and I didn't see it. So, of course, the lack of me staying focused caused me to get cracked with a shot that I didn't see that hurted me. Yeah, we all been hurt in a fight before. So for a person to say, oh, well, you got hurt by little Gamboa, what you mean little Gamboa? We was in the same weight class. He had won the belt prior to me fighting him. And in the welterweight division, I stopped everybody that stepped foot in the ring with me. So that should tell some type of story.
And Terrence, I felt the fight was 50-50, but my thing was I was more familiar with Errol Spence. What I've seen Errol Spence do right in front of my eyes live, just like, damn. What I've seen you do is like, yeah, but who's he fighting? But then I have to come to a conclusion after this week. He's that damn good. It's like,
but I told you that when we talked.
I know, but I'm gonna stick to my word, okay? I know you told me I'm that damn good. I know.
I understand you're gonna stick to your word, but at the same time, you wasn't basing your opinion on what you think. You was basing your opinion on what other people think. And I told you that. You was basing your opinion on this guy, what they saying, and then you just follow suit. You just got in line like you do in school when they tell you get in line, and then you walk through the door.
I'm not following line type of thing. Okay?
Okay. D-Bud, hold on. I told him the same thing. I said, y'all, if y'all believe the accolades, and y'all believe the titles, and y'all believe everybody else, you going with the bandwagon. I said, but if you look at it, it's going to be an easy fight. He going to run into everything.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what set it off for me is what I seen Earl being hurt fight. I thought he was fighting. That was elite Kell Brook. He came back, got Kell Brook out of there. When he's fighting Shawn, I felt like it was elite Shawn. Then I knew those two guys when they fought Terence. I'm like, all right, whatever.
So tell me this. So tell me this, to be realistic.
Yeah.
What was the difference from when I fought Kell Brook and when Errol fought Kell Brook? You tell me the difference.
To me, he was on his way out. The beatdowns, the stabbings, the beatdown to Earl. I just felt like he was shot. He wasn't the same one that fought Shawn and fought Earl. First half of Earl.
But
hey man, I'm talking.
Okay.
No. But ask me this: if he was beat down, right?
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say something.
Okay.
Let me say something. So the guy that fought Errol, was in better condition to fight Errol than he was with me.
He was a better fighter.
So a guy that
hey, Terrence, this is on July 28th. Okay, we ain't talking about July 29th.
Listen, so a guy that just came off of getting his orbital bone broke, and they rushed the man months after that to fight Errol Spence, knowing that he had to put on all that muscle. So he was already damaged goods, right? Coming down to fight Errol Spence, right?
I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
But I feel like
I'll give you that.
No.
with
Yes or
you,
no?
he was even more damaged goods. He went up to fight Triple G, came back down, got an ass whooping.
Because
And
I
then got
say
another
this,
ass whooping.
Okay,
what
so
you
when he
said,
fought
I already said.
So when he fought me, was he coming off of any injuries or any stoppage losses or what?
I felt like the weight, the stab. You know he got stabbed, right? You know he got stabbed.
So
Come on, man. Come on.
You know he got
So
stabbed.
what he say? So what did he say after the fight? He said I was in the best condition of my life.
Man, I can't understand what he talking to that gibberish. I can't understand that gibberish that nigga talking about. Okay,
Hey, hold up.
America.
Hey, let's close this. Let's close this because it's been.
Oh,
20
I was
minutes.
ready to get to you, but
No, ain't no need to get to me.
I was gonna do the Sean Park comparison.
Two things. Number one, your kids is disrespectful
They bad. I told you that.
and they hurt my feelings.
What they
Come here,
do?
Diggy.
Hey, Terrence, the whole
And
family
immediately I
was
thought about him.
What happened?
Man,
Oh, he don't know the
your
story.
cousin, your nephew, he walked up to me saying my uncle kicked you, beat you up. I said no, he didn't. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. He said yes,
My
he
nephew?
did.
Trey
Yeah.
Young?
No, your little nephew.
What did he do?
Oh, LeRon.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then he's like, why you even in here? And he pushed me. And you know how when somebody's bad kid, you can't, I'm like, somebody please come help me. Then your son walked over to me.
His little ass back?
Huh?
I would have pushed his little ass back.
You can't do that, Terrence.
It's a lot of Crawford in the room. It's a lot of Crawford sprinkled around.
Hey, I swear, none of them would have never said nothing.
Yeah, and then your son, he came up to me and said, my daddy kicked your butt. I said, no, he didn't. He said, yes, he did. I said, go tell him I'm going to kick his butt. He said, no, you not. Get out of here. And then he slapped me twice.
Remember I told you they rubbed.
Yeah. Bro, I put my hands in my pockets. I said, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. This ain't even worth my time.
Hey, look.
They did that for real?
Absolutely. That's a true story.
He was telling me to bring my sons to play with his boy and stuff like that.
But the reason why I bring that up is because I want to. I personally feel like you've always been misunderstood, all the way back, even when we were in the amateurs. But those two, when that happened to me, it was like I'm trying to navigate the room. Obviously, I don't want to do nothing that's going to disrupt anything. I don't want to interrupt what you had going on, nothing like that. But I'm keeping real. Like I felt uncomfortable. Somebody's kids put their hands on you. It's like, somebody got to get these kids. But what they did resembles like who you are.
Right.
And resembles, I'm sure, who you were when you were 7, 8 years old, 10 years old, like your kids are.
Oh, he looked bad. He looked like he was bad.
He looked like he was a badass kid. So my thing is, how are you raising your kids? And are you giving them no, not from that standpoint, but are you allowing them to be who Terence Crawford was, or are you trying to make sure that they are a better version of you? You know what I'm saying?
I definitely 100% gonna beat their ass.
That's right. We whoop ass.
Because I'm known as a tattletale, so don't go whoop their ass on account of the stories I just told.
Hey, I definitely don't raise them like that because they don't even know you to be putting their hands on you like that. You know what I mean? And I don't condone that in no way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I said you should have pushed his little ass back.
Yeah.
And nobody in my family would have said nothing because, you know what I mean? Yeah, they do get out of line sometimes. And we not the type of family to be like, hey, you put your hands on my kids, you did this, you did that. We like, shit, what you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you out of line, I'm a firm believer in it takes a village to train these kids and to, you know what I mean, to being the adults that need to be in society. Yeah. Because if you got these parents that they don't think their kid can do no wrong, them the little kids that's out here 14, 13 years old shooting, killing, and robbing people, you know what I mean? Yeah. And thinking that they don't have no consequences behind their actions. So I'm definitely going to you know what I mean, check my kids. So, you know, we don't do no shit like that. We don't tolerate that.
But the point of that was to let you know, like, they resemble who you are. Look at where you're at.
I ain't never did no shit like that when I was little. I ain't put my hands on no grown man at no little age. Nah. Now me and another peers, now I might be getting on them, but you know what I mean? I'm not gonna back down.
Yeah.
But I ain't never put my hands on no adult.
Before you get up out of here, I gotta ask this question. Have you thought about just saying, I'm done? I did what I did. I'm riding off in the sunset. Or are you just like, I'm going to continue to do this? Because right now it's just like a storybook career. And one more question. Have you thought about going for 51-0, beat Mayweather's record with 50-0? Is that something that you thought about?
I already said I wasn't never gonna beat Mayweather record. That's not something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
To be honest, I was gonna retire if I didn't get this Errol Spence fight. I told everybody, you know, prior to me getting the fight, I was like, man, you know what? I said, man, I got a lot of great investments. I really don't need boxing. I said, man, if I can't get that fight, you know what I mean, I think I might just hang it up. And everybody was just like, man, why? I was like, man, listen, man. I'm 35 years old. I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. Wow. You know, I really don't have nothing to prove. You know, I'll be 36 next month. So I was just like, kind of like down. But then everything just started moving for me. And I was just like, oh yeah, we gonna get this fight. You know, I'm about to get this fight. And I just got excited about boxing again. And then I was just like, yeah, you know, I want Errol, then I want Jermell. I want Errol, then Jermell. Them was two history making fights, you know, that I really want. And that's something that I've been saying that I wanted for a long time. And for that to come to fruition, all I got is Jermell now that I need, you know what I mean, to solidify myself as the all-time great of all boxing.
So if you got Jermell, would you say I'm done after that?
Of course.
Okay.
100%.
Hey, Terrence, what's the thing about Jermell? Because if you know, I feel like you don't like Jermell. And if you
I don't.
You got respect, and I think you got respect for Errol. So if you did Errol like that, god damn.
I don't like Jermell for the simple fact that I feel he's a fake individual. I feel Errol is real. I feel he's genuine. I feel like, you know, he stand on, you know, 10 toes on everything that he say or do. I feel like Jermell is just, you know, one of those guys that do a lot for attention. I was cool with Jermell and Jamal and their older brother, you know, prior to me moving up in weight. You know, I got messages with he hit me up and, you know what I mean, asking me pull up. He gonna pull up in Omaha, and we talking about cars and we talking about all different type of stuff, you know what I mean? And once, you know, I moved up in the division, and I understand that they stable mates and he trained with Errol coach and they've been knowing each other for a long time, but for him to start bashing me and talking bad about me and saying I'm gonna get knocked out and, you know, just going on just to, you know, going out his way to say little slick shit about me, I was just like, man, that's some hoe shit. Like, we don't do shit like that. Like, if you cool with him and you more cool with him, just say that and then just keep it pushing. You don't gotta act no extra way and doing all that extra shit. Same like Broner. You know what I mean? Me and Broner not close. You know what I mean? But we have a mutual respect for each other, you know, and Broner told me to my face, and I respect his opinion. Like, he like, man, I got Errol. You know, I'm closer. I fucks with you. You my brother, but I got a real bond with Errol, and I've been having a real bond with Errol. So I'd rather you be like that and be up front and then just watch it as a fan, but then you go on the fan, oh, Errol gonna knock his ass out. We gonna do this, we doing that. We Texas boys, this, that. Man, you from Louisiana, bro. Come on, man.
I'm from Louisiana. Talk.
Like, I know, I'm just saying, like, he
ain't from Texas?
to the heart. And I just like, I don't like shit like that. And I just like, man, dude, I don't rock with that.
Terrence, what was you telling him while you was whooping this boy's ass? Because that was crazy.
I just told him he a bitch ass nigga. And I told him some more shit, but I ain't gonna say everything, but it was just heat of moment. I just wanted to let him know how I felt and let him know that, I'm definitely coming for him because that's what I said I was gonna do.
Listen, man, get out of here.
Hold on, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, when I feel like you really won the fight psychologically? When he got in the middle of the ring, and it wasn't a punch, but when he tried to muscle you, and you manned up on him, and you did that, and he flew back 3 feet, everybody went, because at that point, that's when it was psychological. And at the last press conference, when you took it a little bit out of the arena, and you went with the hood, like when that hood came out, you know what I mean? Yeah. When that hood came out, and Derrick James got scared, right? Fear. With all due respect, I'm a real dude. I'm a real nigga. I know the rules, right?
Right.
When he came back and said, "I'm gonna shoot a shout out to my mother and father," I said, "Oh, it's a wrap." You know what I mean? I already knew. So yeah, man. But congratulations.
Hey, and yeah, man. I was betting against you. You proved me wrong. I'll never do that
How much
again,
you bet?
man. I want to give you your props, bro. Hell of
How
a
much you
fight.
bet?
He asked you something.
How much you
What?
bet?
How much you bet?
Man,
You and Ant
5,000.
owe me $1,000.
It was 5,000.
You and Ant owe me $1,000. Sean, get the money.
How I owe you?
Sean, get the money.
I will.
Hey, you didn't even give me money. I heard the rumors.
We heard you made $100 million that night. Don't be shocked.
I'm gonna come down there and we're gonna play paintball again. Let's make sure they on the opposite team.
No.
Hey, say no more.
No, bump that. We we coming out to Omaha. Let me know when the parade is.
It's on the 12th. I know when it is.
Listen, we gonna come out there. We gonna get active.
Hey, pull up, real
Let's
quick.
get active.
No, I'm serious.
The parade is Saturday the 12th, and then they throwing me a celebration party after that later on. So it's gonna be a day full of events, man. Pull up.
I got you. We
out.
out.
Hey, bud. Yeah, we coming.
Hey, Terrence, first off, you gonna get me in trouble in my house if I leave this week and go to Omaha. I'll probably do it for you, but you gonna have to make some excuse. You gonna have to help me out at home when I go back home.
I got you, man. You listen. You know I got a lot of properties, so you know what I mean. I need a master plumber. You coming to check on some plumbing work?
Hey, bud, can I say this though? Joshua Stupo.
Yeah.
Man, listen, talking about down till the wheels fall off. Man, it seemed like it was just me and him against the world. We was the only ones. We was the only ones that was fighting for you. Me and him was on the phone every day analyzing it. We called it to the. Do you know? I guess the round. I guess the strategy.
Nigga, you owe him money.
I guess. Listen. They thought me and you was in cahoots. I was so close.
That's just because you got some dark ass nails.
Big dog.
Hey, Terry, like I told him, yeah. I stay ashy because I don't want to ever forget where I come from. And don't you ever trust too many niggas that wear lotion.
Hey, take care, big dog. We're gonna talk in a minute.
Hey, good shit, man, for real.
Stay blessed, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that was clean right there, y'all.
That was a fun time.
Right there.
Yeah, y'all wizards want y'all way out of it.
I gave it up. You know what I'm saying? I was real.
I'm trying to get Errol Spence.
Come on.
So listen, here's my thing. My thing is boxing moves too fast.
Yes.
Big moments like that happen, and then everybody's, oh, well, what's happening next week? Bump that. Let's keep talking about this.
Yeah.
Let's keep showing people what happened. Keep analyzing it and breaking it down.
It was greatness.
It was great.
It was greatness, and anytime you get greatness, you are supposed to remember it, cherish it, and appreciate it. So even though I'm an Errol Spence fan,
I'm an Errol
still
Spence fan.
Errol Spence.
Listen, I still think Errol Spence is in the top 5, period. I just think, period, he could beat anybody right now. I just believe that was just stylistic a bad match.
Wilder.
Period.
You met your match.
Yeah, just like Wilder. He gonna knock out
That was a
everybody
hell
from
of a-
now on
That was
out.
a hell of an event too, man. It was that third fight. I felt nobody lost.
Yeah.
Period. It was that exciting. I was hoarse. He left it all out there, and that's what boxing and life is about. That's why I love boxing so much, because it's life.
And it's
Some people get their ass kicked in life and lay their ass down.
And we could get an even better rematch. It's possible.
But to me, I just think Derrick James because Derrick James knew, bro. Prepare him to adapt to if this happened. Don't have just one game plan. He should have had a game plan where if this happened,
that jab not working.
Yeah, if this not working, but I told y'all.
I just think it's a difference between watching it on TV and being live in color right there in the moment, having to deal with it. And I know y'all have all heard that before, and I do believe that that's what happened. The rematch will be better. Yeah. I don't like to use that term better. It will be more competitive.
What do y'all think about the neurological diagnosis that doctor
That's trash.
gave?
I don't believe
I don't
that.
even know if that's a real doctor.
That.
First off.
That's all media, man. Everybody win, everybody lose, and there's no rules. And he just lost. It ain't no big thing. He gonna come back stronger and better, and he gonna whoop on a lot of people. He can still whoop 99.9% of everybody out there.
Honestly, that's not the worst beating we ever seen in the sport of boxing. We've seen people get beat the hell up.
That was sexy though.
Okay, that was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
That was pretty terrible.
He said terrible.
Man, by the third round, I was like, man, my money gone. Damn. I was sick, man.
Money was going in the first.
Dude, I'm calling females up like, hey, man, you think you can let me hold something till you get paid next week? Yeah, that was bad, bro.
I was trying to tell y'all, though. Y'all remember, if you look back on the tape, I predicted the Garcia fight.
Let's do that for a moment. I just wanted to give this to you.
No.
Hey, listen. Starting Saturday night after the fight, he called me 3 times on Saturday night.
You didn't answer the first time?
Called me 2 times on Sunday, maybe 3 times on Sunday. Called me 2 or 3 times on Monday.
Yeah.
I don't even think you took a day off on Tuesday.
But I got it.
And then I finally got
Speaking of giving your props,
Wednesday.
let me give his props. First of all, your suit was fire last night.
Thank you.
So
That suit with the that majestic burgundy with the
Yes, sir.
I'ma copy that.
That's a clean lapel I had on right there.
Number 2, the way you called the fight was on deck. But let's take the moment. We got to give Ashton H2O his props because remember.
Well, let's get to it. Hold up. I want to do this for you real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, run that real quick.
What's an H2O?
I don't know him.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta log in real quick. You didn't give me enough time to prepare for this.
Nah, I want to give Scruncho he was on it. You called that shit. Hey, but one thing about
Oh,
Scruncho,
no. When he didn't get to me though, he clipped up some stuff and sent it to me.
Yeah. I ain't seen that in the YouTube clip. He had me. What is prediction?
He our show and clip.
He clipped up.
Yes, he did.
Hey,
come on.
Twice.
He iMovie twice. Yeah, he iMovie did.
Yeah, because I had to let y'all know, man, because sometimes people don't want to hear the raw truth. Sound like a hater when you tell the raw truth. You know what I mean? Yeah, just like I was telling them with because H2O, that fought.
I'm talking about Ashton that fought last night. Ashton Sylve.
Oh, okay.
He forgot that I brought him because I didn't know. I really didn't know how good he was. I knew he was gifted as a little chap. Then I took him to get in the ring with Shawn Porter. I took him to get in the ring with Shawn Porter.
Was he 14, 15?
Yeah, he was 15, and he gave. He gave Shawn some good work.
Worked me.
He gave him some good work, man. And I'm telling you, I think he gave him as good as work as Gervonta Davis.
Oh yeah, I can give you that.
Listen, let me tell you what Ashton like. I'm not trying to brag on him because he's my nephew, but they call him water. Like, how you go into a fire? Like Shakur will fight you, and he'll beat you from the outside because you can't get in, right? Ashton will go into the fire and ditch and dodge and still catch you. He kind of like Terence Crawford.
But wait.
No, listen, he like Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather and Boots Ennis all mixed up. I'm not lying to you. I seen him. Listen.
Some big names.
No, could I tell you this?
Yeah,
I sparred with him. I sparred.
You putting a lot on my
No,
man.
listen. I sparred to him when he was 11. You know what I mean? And I was, and I told, he said, yeah, go ahead, get in there. I said, I ain't gonna go. He said, no, I go hard on him. Man, dude, you know that little dude hit me with a body shot and almost broke me? At 11. Yeah, he hit me at 11. I was like, let's go get some ice cream. Little dude, hey, he gifted because he got the, listen, but he got the power of Javante. He got the looseness of Bruce Ennis. And he got the IQ of Mayweather.
You know what I want to say too, though, dog?
That's a lot.
Yeah, you gave
I'm telling you, but watch it. Yeah, but remember my prediction.
Hey, our fans are gonna go crazy.
You can call it what you want to call it, but guess what? If I will put him in right now, one of my favorite fighters in the world right now is Devin Haney, right?
Yeah.
He at 140.
And right now he get Devin Haney a run for his money. He just skill, bro. It's just a natural thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I want to say to people, though? Honestly, leave generations in generations.
Yes.
Stop comparing different generations. Michael Jordan to beat LeBron James. Man, that was Michael's era. Who? Terence Crawford to beat Floyd Mayweather. It's Terence Crawford's era. It's y'all's era. Leave it in that and let the future be what it is. I want to say that so bad because you have to see something before you be great at something.
Man, it's for you.
You just counted that like Smokey.
Nah, that's him. I'm just throwing you that because I got love for you.
You just counted that like Smokey though. You know how he did 100, then he flipped it over, 120. You just flipped it over.
Yeah. Okay. Rest in peace.
Hey, run this real quick for Scruncho.
Right there?
I don't know. Run this real quick for Scruncho. Scruncho, we're not gonna get If we don't like it, we don't like it. We'll edit it out.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
Now, what is this? It's 3 minutes long.
Oh, and then bump it.
Yeah.
Well, you can bump it.
But yeah, hey, break down what you said.
No, he only said he could only show the first one. It's only he opened right up with it. Well, that's okay.
Break down what you said.
No, I just made the prediction.
He did.
Nah,
man, because the crazy part. I'm sorry to cut you off, but the crazy part, we talked to you like 2 or 3 months before this fight happened.
Yeah.
And then we talked to you again like a couple weeks before the fight happened. And I mean, like, you go all the way back 3-4 months before the fight, and it was like you were still chirping the same stuff, and it was you was on point.
I studied both of them, and I'm a fan of. I like Crawford, but I'm a fan of his journey. So I watched him, and counterpuncher. Remember, it's a twitch. You know, when you got that twitch, and all the twitch is somebody jump at you, go like this. His twitch is like that.
But the cool part about it, and I was explaining this to them last week, and I was saying, there's 3 like true basic styles to boxing. You have a boxer who can use the ring, can box from the outside, nice clean jab, straight punches, conventional boxer, Errol Spence. And then you have an aggressive fighter who can get on, get low, get in there, do what he got to do, pivots, turns, stuff like that. But he's more of an aggressive, in your face, get to your body kind of fighter. And then you have a counterpuncher, someone who's gonna stay on the outside, who's gonna wait for everything that's coming. Very intuitive, fast, quick twitch. Know what they seeing.
That catch and shoot he was doing was phenomenal.
So those are the 3 basic styles that you have, and then you have fighters who blend those styles.
Yeah.
I was a fighter that could blend those styles.
Right.
We see that Terence is a fighter that can blend those styles, but the beautiful part about Terence is he disguises all of it.
Yeah.
So like I was explaining to them last week, when it shows that they told him that he was down, and he came out and the fight ended in the next round against me. But y'all don't see that it's disguised. But he was being aggressive 3 rounds before that happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he disguises it so well, and that's what makes him who he is.
And not only that, right now, I still think Floyd Mayweather is the greatest fighter all times. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Kind of like Ali changed the course of the way his money made, the way you think. Boxing IQ, he turned it into a thinking man sport. You know what I mean? So shouts out to Floyd. But with Terence, what he did to make the fights, remember, he got the fastest feet and the longer reach, and he was the shortest. So what that make when he lean, it's hard to get to the body. Because now he got the longest reach, so if he pop back 2 inches, he gonna counter him all day. You know what I mean? But if you, like I said, if you believe the hype and the accolades and the titles, and then you're going to go for the smoke and mirrors. But you got to stick to the facts. You know what I mean? Face, if you believe the hype and the smoke, and plus whenever you put that hood mentality on anybody, you know what I mean? It depreciates your brand.
At the same
you know what
time,
I mean?
if you watch the sport of boxing, it's been a lot of hype, Adrian Boners, and that looked the part, but when they got up there, they wasn't the part.
Yeah, but they
Well, you also got to look at the
part. They talk the part.
Yeah, lifestyle.
You talk the part.
Too.
You look the part right now.
AB looked the part.
You can sell. Everybody wants smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Everybody in the frosting, but nobody into the cake. Yeah. You know.
But here's the thing, though. We like stars.
Yeah.
And there is a mixture of things that make you a star. You gotta have a personality. You gotta be able to be flashy and knocking motherfuckers out. It's ingredients that make boxing superstars. But for any youngster that's out there watching, your lifestyle out of the ring or off the court is what's gonna keep you. Straight out.
But Terence snatched the plug off the frosting. Now everybody ain't going for that frosting no more. People gonna start looking at the facts. Cause when you look at all that frosting they put on them, put the 10 on the 2, you'll believe the smoke, but you gotta look at the facts, bro. If you look at the facts, to this day, can't nobody beat Errol Spence. You know why? Cause he got something fighters don't got. You know what he got? He got a high endurance level. When you got a high endurance level, it's a rule in boxing. Fatigue would bring the coward out of any man. So if I'm fighting you and it's the 10th round and I got the energy like it's the second round, my deception is my power is strong, but he's not powerful, he's heavy-handed. And the punches get to hitting you. That's why he beat the body up. He's a workhorse. And man, you can't, the average person can only go 2 or 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. You could be in shape. You could be in top of the line shape and can't go 8 or 9. Yeah. Earl will go 12 like it ain't nothing. So how you gonna beat a man like that? Not many people can do it. You know what I mean? So you gotta have a bunch of arsenals to beat a person like Errol Spence. You know what I mean?
So a bunch of tools.
A bunch of tools. Start with you. Well, I'm gonna ask you. If you Derrick James, what's your game plan? Rematch.
I think you've learned it now. Again, I said that Terence disguises who he is and what he does very well. I think me seeing Terence and knowing Terence as long as I have let me know, like, hey, the rhythm of that guy is a counterpuncher. And so at the end of the day, you can't just go straight at him. And that's the number one thing they can't do is go straight at him. You've seen the first round and then you've seen the second round.
Just boxing?
There's something coming back.
I don't think they should do a rematch. Sometimes you just gotta know when to take a loss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can go get the bag, but you know what I mean? If you go get the bag, the whole world gonna know what it is. So it's not gonna be that big of a bag. Now he gotta protect his legacy. He can go and, get his confidence back and do what? Because he's still great.
My legacy not gonna feed my kids.
Yeah, but Earl already, he paid, man. He paid. He ain't never got a
20 million to 20 million.
30 million.
Yeah.
30.
I gotta go get it, Scruncho.
You ain't gonna go get it, but I just think I wouldn't if I sit here and try to think what game plan could Earl come up with to beat Terence Crawford.
Because I agree with you, bro.
I don't have the answer to that. And I know Derrick James can't have because if he had it, he did it the first time.
But if I was Earl, I'll switch coaches. Oh, come on, man. Don't do that,
the reason why, because
I can't do
you
that.
ain't got to jump ship. It's business. Even if he don't switch coaches, he need to bring another one in with a different style.
That's
bring
cool.
somebody in to show him a different technique and a different style.
I think for the camp, hold on, Diggy. I think for the camp, it's a matter of being honest, and then I want to move forward because I want to do DAZN real quick, and then we can get on up out of here. Yeah. But the camp has to be honest, starting with Derrick James. Derrick has to say, what did I miss? How did I not see that? And if he can't analyze and see that how he missed it, what he missed, then he's gonna have to bring somebody else in. Hey, Terence Crawford, what you think about him? And what do you think I can do with this machine right here?
This is
prepare this machine.
Yeah, what can we do to beat that?
Yeah, that's what I think he need to bring people to the camp.
But I truly don't think that's gonna happen and needs to happen. I don't think it needs to happen.
Well, I think it should. I think he should bring somebody else in to implicate different styles because we in an era where we all need to multitask, even in our skill set. You know what I mean?
But he has truly shown that. I mean, he's
training quite a few different guys, and he's training the heavyweight. I saw improvements in Anthony Joshua in just one fight, and he's supposed to be fighting this coming weekend. We don't know if that fight's going to happen or not.
Didn't he test positive?
Yeah, Dillian Whyte test positive.
I love to see a Ruiz little trilogy. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind if Ruiz jumped in there and got out.
Yeah.
With Anthony.
Ruiz ain't ready for it.
And then my boy Deontay.
Nah, he ain't ready for it.
Sleep everybody in December.
I don't think nobody in this world, except for maybe Tyson Fury, that could beat Deontay Wilder.
You don't think Deontay Wilder can beat Anthony Joshua?
He gonna knock Joshua. I'm betting that.
He's saying he beats everybody but Fury.
But Fury, he gonna Deontay Wilder can beat everybody.
Oh, okay.
Except Tyson. You know what I mean? Because once again, style make fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with Deontay Wilder, it's impossible to beat him. You know what I mean? Not unless you have a bag of tools.
Yeah.
You gotta have all them tools.
Hey, y'all
and the
look
one
at him
time,
and you gotta have a chin.
Like he know everything now. Y'all
Nah,
look at him. You was pulling me in. I was like, hold on, like
but the one tool you gotta be able to take with Deontay Wilder that Tyson Fury had is the ability to take a punch and get up. He don't want done it.
Yeah. Listen, let's do DAZN real quick, and we'll start with Ashton.
Okay.
I know you wasn't ready for that, but you know Ashton Sylve. What was that? A 5th round stoppage? 4th round stoppage?
Ashton Sylve was man. I didn't watch him fight plenty of times, but he the guy to watch. And if you put Ashton right now, he like I said, he kind of like Floyd Mayweather, Boots Ennis with the power of Terence Crawford.
There's so much to give a.
I know it is,
guy.
but I know, just like y'all didn't believe me.
I mean, I get what you're
Now he like, You know why Terence Crawford, why they downplayed Terence Crawford resume? Is because he was high risk, low reward, so nobody wanted to fight him, and that's the problem that Ashton gonna have.
Just for
it's gonna be difficult for him to get a fight because he that good.
You gonna play Roger Mayweather in a Tubi movie? Roger Mayweather on Tubi.
Amanda Serrano, we ain't really gotta analyze this fight with Heather Hardy, but I just want to see like moving forward. What do y'all think about Amanda Serrano moving forward?
I would love to see her up in there with.
And I guess what you thought about her last night.
I mean, Heather's
ass whooping.
Heather's tough. You know, Heather's up in there I'm trying to do respect.
Hey,
I'm trying to be respectful. Don't say that.
Hey, listen.
I'm just saying.
I love her. I think she off the chain. But my advice to her is to stay away from Alicia.
Gotta stay away.
Cause she's too young, she too raw, she too hungry, and she's a real one. And it's more fighters like her with that mentality. See, we got that mentality. I got that mentality. Crawford got it. She got it. And when you got that mentality, you put it into your gift, fire. She know it too. She said it after the fight.
In women's boxing, there's so many prize fights. So Alicia may be the only fight she can get to make the real money she wants to make. She's 36 years old right now, I think.
Yeah, that's something you got to really think about.
If you want to get that real bag, I think she got it with Katie. She fought Katie Taylor, right? Mm-hmm. So this is another where she can get a real bag or go back with the
And if she fight Elisa, it's going to be a late round knockout. I say, by 8, 9.
Her defense is what scares me against Baumgartner.
No, Baumgartner is...
Amanda don't have the best defense.
Right, and Baumgartner ain't no joke. She the truth.
She's sharp.
And
is she sharp or y'all just like, oh man, damn.
Nah,
I'm like, damn. You know what I mean?
She's so good, I never really noticed her looking until last night. When I see the last she gorgeous. I ain't gonna say she not gorgeous, but that's the least.
You married, huh?
Yeah, I'm married.
Oh, okay, I can tell.
Yeah, but her talent overrides her looks.
It's sports,
her talent, it's not about her looks, it's about her gift.
I think because I've been in this position for a long time when females when I started seeing girls at the nationals and stuff like that, I was like, she pretty but she can't fight. She pretty but she can't fight. And so for me, I've always been turned off of how pretty you are and turned on to how good
that's why I said,
you know what I mean?
She's so good at what she
thing.
do. You don't really notice her looks like that because her skill set is flawless.
I want to say this too. Clarissa Shields got to stop calling out dude. Because you in a lose situation. If you fight her and whoop her ass, you look bad. Yeah. If you go in there and she whoop your ass, you look bad. So just keep fighting females, Clarissa.
Well,
leave
I
these
love
men
Clarissa.
alone.
What you gonna do?
No, I love Clarissa because
I do too, but
once
leave them men
again,
alone.
that's another female with that mentality like me.
Yeah.
Who no, you know
Roger Mayweather on Kobe.
because guess what? I gotta represent that hood. When you get that hood mentality, they put black jackets on this mentality. Now this mentality is coming out the lid, and it's finna be. Come on, man. Come on, think about it. Come on, man.
Hey, the main event, real quick. Did y'all have fun last night watching the main?
It was cool.
Yeah.
I had fun watching
let
the
me
main
say
last
this.
night.
Nah.
And being able to commentate it like that do something to me.
I'm
too.
gonna say this. I respect what he's did.
You have to, yeah.
He's a Nickelodeon YouTuber putting on fights.
Hey, but guess what I said?
I don't even look at it like
Hey,
boxing. It's
hey,
just something
he
to
need-
be entertained
He need
by.
to get another conditioner.
respect it.
He need another trainer to condition him because he at the late rounds.
Oh, that's our guy. You can't do that.
It don't matter. He was getting slapped. What's his
He slapping.
Nate.
For real.
Man, Nate start pimping. He started slapping him like Nate just started. Nate was slapping him like he was putting him on the streets.
So apparently the fight was scheduled for 8 rounds. I don't know how long between the way when they signed it or whatever, but Nate was adamant about this fight being a 10-round fight.
Yeah, he tried to take it to deep waters.
And I talked to Coach Wade, strength and conditioning coach, and he said that after the fight, Jake looked at him and said, "Thank you, coach. I wouldn't have made it the last 2 rounds
He
without
sure wouldn't if he had 10. Because Nate endurance is like Crawford.
So-
like Errol
so it's-
Spence. It's
you-
another level.
Yeah.
When that endurance kick in, look, them pimp slaps was hurting him. That's what I'm looking at.
Like, hold on,
Get
wait a
my
minute.
mind. You're pap. I said, oh, he was pimping. I said, oh, Nate Diaz is
Like
pimping.
Mike say, I look at it. I don't look at him like a boxer. At the end of the day, I see the improvement.
I would,
when he first started, but at the same time, there was little stuff he could have did. I seen Shawn getting frustrated.
I seen
Just throw
Shawn
this.
get turn over.
If you throw this, it's right there.
So I'm like, turn over, man. Do something, man. Put a jab out there. He ain't gonna
If he
jab.
had the real boxing eye, he could have got that guy out of there.
Easy.
Yeah,
Out of there.
yeah.
I would just do my events. You bringing people out. My son, who's 18 years old, he loves watching it. He want me to buy the fight.
I legitimately had fun last night.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm
was
gonna
a
tell you
good
something.
event.
Yeah.
You can say what you want to say about Jake Paul. The man is an entertainer.
Yeah.
I love his personality, love his energy. He's super nice. And no matter what he say, his business is on deck.
I told DAZN last night we did the post-fight show, and he asked, "What do you think fighters can learn from Jake Paul?" I said, "Fighters, when we turn pro, we just go from being being in this sport as an amateur to now we're being a professional, and now we're making money. Nobody tells us that we are a entertainer."
Yes.
And he knows how to entertain.
how to
So it's okay to learn something from somebody that don't come from your world.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Learning what he know,
Yeah.
or learning how he do it,
And you
gonna
really
make
can
some
throw
money.
them things.
Make some money.
You
gonna
can
make
really
some
get
money.
some
And
money,
to be
man.
honest with you, he's not that bad of a boxer.
Hey,
He
when-
decent.
He not bad. I gave
bad.
him a C last night.
When
Yeah,
you
I thought
locked
he was
him up in
decent.
the choke, I said, no, somebody got to get in there.
No, I was saying, yeah, that's what I wanted to see this whole fight.
For real?
Heck yeah.
I think he fade fast. So Jake Paul, he fade fast. He could get the first 2 or 3 rounds, he's strong. And then he started trying to get away. You know, he started trying to manage his win. You know what I mean? So if somebody come in there with a good body game, he gonna have problems.
Will he ever fight another boxer again?
He
shouldn't.
gonna go back to Tommy at some point.
Yeah, I
That type of tier.
Don't.
That's
don't
the
ever step
highest
up.
tier. Yeah.
The bottom,
You know, like when you put it on all man. No, leave it on pro. Rookie. Yeah. Leave it on that.
he needs to stay in 100 to 150 a box.
Yeah.
that's where your money at. Look, that's where your money at. Don't
Leave
DC
it
that,
on
Ricky.
Leave it on rookie.
That's
man.
me
at the bottom.
That's me.
I'll go on all man. Fight Canelo and all that. Hell
He talking about he
no.
gonna be a world champion in 2020.
Man, leave that on rookie.
Because when he fought Tommy, that was equivalent of fighting Tito Jackson. You know what I mean? Instead of Michael. That's it. Different level.
So we up out of here. Let's look ahead real quick to next week.
Got Navarrete and Oscar Valdez.
That one snuck up on me.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on in the boxing world right now. I didn't even know about this one.
Oh yeah, we got.
So 130 right here.
Oh, that's gonna be
That's a good one.
That's gonna be a really good fight. It's gonna be a barn burner.
I really like that Valdez though.
Navarrete on a 32 fight win streak.
Yeah, man.
You still ain't staying.
He struggled in the last fight.
Yeah.
Struggle, yeah.
And Oscar didn't put on his best performance versus Adam.
I mean,
Lopez. Shawn.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I don't.
And then Shakira made him look like a sparring
That's the
partner.
one I thought you was talking about to say. Yeah.
So it's just like, at the end of the day, these are two.
But like Sean said, it's different nights.
Yep.
Different
nights.
night.
Fights.
You just don't know.
I think we're gonna get an old school Mexican rumble.
That's what I
boys
think.
gonna be throwing it all night.
That's what I
It's
think.
gonna be from round 1 till if it ends or to round 12. It's gonna be action packed.
Somebody gonna leave like they've been drinking.
I don't-
the cocktail.
And it's for the WBO world title.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see a knockout, but if that knockout comes, I'm betting
We will
Navarrete
be
gets it.
entertained.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Valdez got more action knocking him out, but I think Monty's got better action winning the fight.
Okay.
You already mentioned it, Anthony Joshua. That fight is off at the moment, but I'm hearing that Rahman was they were talking about Hasim Rahman Jr. possibly stepping in.
I was saying Rahman. I just seen him.
Junior
make more
Not the
sense.
daddy.
Oh yeah.
Not the nigga-
I know Junior. You know that's the homie. You know
That's a good look. That'd be a good look for him.
versus Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Good work.
Yeah, man. I watched the highlights on Instagram.
I'm like
I ain't
Mike.
watching it.
I want Andrew Ruiz 3.
Yeah, Lever Ruiz going
You
in.
said he's not ready, but he wasn't ready in 1, and he knocked him.
Yeah, it's the same scenario.
The difference? No. The difference.
better.
But the difference was he had just came off of a fight, so he was in fight shape.
You don't think he is fight shape right now?
That's-
We
Stop
said
it.
he in fight shape right now because he been training for Deontay.
Yeah, and you heavyweight. You ain't got to be a weight class.
So he been training, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So you think
He been
he could beat? What was you think he could beat
I
that?
gave him a shot. He beat him one time.
Who?
Anthony Joshua.
No. I'm saying, do you think
Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz could beat Deontay Wilder?
Oh no, you talking about something different now. Okay.
But they try to put the fight
Yeah,
together.
I mean that you just said that right hands.
Uh,
That's blessed by.
but I'm
God.
asking y'all because y'all like to take goofy bets. So I'm trying to see if y'all
Goofy bet.
Hey, what did he say? What did he say?
said goofy
Because
bets.
because how does he do? I'm a boxer.
Hey, remember when I said, it's gonna be an easy fight? You almost jumped out. I said, easy. You.
Hey, everything you said happened, and I did not see that happen.
Yeah.
All right, we done.
We done.
We done.
We're done.
Listen, no. Listen, because you my motivation today, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Motivation every day.
You my motivation every day, and that's what I want to say. You got to find your purpose, and when you lose one purpose, find another.
Yes.
Y'all was talking about how I was in Dallas last night, and then I came back, and I'm right back in here doing the show today, doing this recording today.
Crazy.
And it is like my wife don't think it, but it's hard coming home and having to jump right back out to do some work just to come right back home. Like I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible. You know what I mean?
Addicted to your commitment.
I am, and it's not easy to just do it like the way that I do it, but I feel like it has to be done that way.
Listen, man. I will say this and to say what you said. I've been on the radio 25 years.
I was in junior high.
I've never taken a vacation, and I ain't never missed a day.
At his club neither. Tell him that.
My comedy club on the Strip, I've been doing that for 13 years.
Yep, wow.
Ain't never missed a week, ain't never been late. And I want to say this to any youngster watching. Homie, all hard work got a paycheck.
Yes, sir.
It might not be today,
Yes, sir.
but all hard work got some type of paycheck.
Yes, sir.
And that's where the focus and the determination comes
sir.
in to get yourself to wherever you trying to go. That's real talk.
And obviously the other side of that, along with, of course, supporting my son and my family back home. And this was just, I looked over and said, all right, I'm gonna use you today as the motivation because I was talking to Terence about his kids. He loves his family. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing more important to him than his family. And then everything else falls in line after that. And I wasn't trying to poke at him and say, that's how you raising your kids. I simply was trying to tell him, like, yo, your kids are a spitting image of you, and they're built to do what you're doing and what you've done. You may not never want them to box, but whatever it is they do, they gonna attack it like it's boxing.
sir.
This one probably ain't gonna never box, but when he play baseball, he gonna play it like he boxing. And whatever he do, because I understand the kind of commitment and everything that's needed in order for you to become successful.
Absolutely.
And you got to start them when they're young.
Yep.
I mean, so
Yeah,
Diggy,
absolutely.
and so, you know, Diggy, what I want you to do is just tell everybody the fruits of the Spirit, and then we're going to roll up out of here. Tell everybody the fruits of the Spirit.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control.
That's right.
So,
And which one we working on? Which one we working on?
I don't know.
You know which one we working on. We working on, yeah?
Self-control.
That's right. We working on the self-control.
Is everything.
Working on the
we
self-control.
should I got a new Instagram. You told me to get back on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You told me to get back on Instagram.
Well, hold on. Let me close this just
Okay,
real
close.
quick. And so the reason why I asked him to recite the fruits of the Spirit, we are Christians. We do our best to live a good Christian life. We go to church, all that good stuff. And at the end of the day, what I realize is when you have a good day and you look at the fruits of the Spirit, go back and listen to what he just said. You have a good day, you can identify what fruit of the Spirit you were walking in. And you ain't even got to be a Christian.
Yeah, that's deep.
And then when you have a bad day, you can look at those fruits of the Spirit. You can say, oh man, I was lacking self-control today.
Yes.
I didn't have patience earlier today at work. And the list goes on.